How did everything turn out, guys?
My sushi was undercooked.
And I ordered mine well done.
It's served raw.
I like mine time ago. And you can say the title's only 3 words.
Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
I'm Spencer.
Mike.
And this is the Board Game Rundown. And today we're going to talk about Sushi Boat from Japanime Games.
Yeah.
This plays 2 to 5 players, 30 to 60 minutes. I'd say that's even with Teach. It says ages 8 and up, and I would say yes to that. Sushi Boat is a really cool, unique game. You are basically, you've got this conveyor belt of sushi plates that are going by. You're going to take your player marker on your turn. You're going to take one of the seats at this conveyor belt, and then you're going to do something. You might pay a yen to one of the assistants there to do their special ability. You may buy a side dish card, right? Which you will add to your hand. You can play at any time during your turn. Also gives you a special ability. If there's nothing you can do, you don't have the yen. Oh, you could spend a yen to add a plate to the conveyor belt. You just draw one out. And then when you push it in, they all slide. It's very cool how this mechanism works. And if you don't have any yen, you can just take a yen. And then you're going to eat the sushi plate right in front of you. That's the one you end up with. And as you go through, you're going to be drawing cards, filling out the belt. And then you're going to be eating sushi. And as you eat it, you're going to stack it up. You're going to get points for consecutive runs of the color. And then at the end, you're also going to check for the set of sushi. The thing is you're not allowed to go back normally and look through the plates of sushi that you have already consumed. Mm-hmm. So you might have to use a special ability or card that will let you do that.
Or memory.
Which is a special ability.
Which memory is a special ability. There will be these wasabi challenges that are going to come up because in here there are 2 sushi plates that we cannot see. And basically everybody's going to get 2 of these little wasabi cubes, and you're going to guess what 2 colors you think are hidden back here. If you think there's 2 red, you could stack them up. But otherwise, you're going to just spread them out as you see fit, and then we will add plates to the conveyor belt until we reveal what those hidden ones were. Ta-da! Now, if you got them correct, you're going to add those cubes to your little wasabi pile there. And if they're wrong, they just go back over here. And you play until the deck runs out. So depending on player count, you're going to remove X amount of cards randomly from the game. There are white sushi plates that get added in. Also, those do not interrupt a run, but they do not count towards your run. So if you had green, green, white, and green, that's still technically a run of 3. The white just doesn't interfere with that.
And Tim, why would a run matter?
Well, that's the first and easiest way to score points.
Yep.
Then we were playing with the sushi boat menu pairing points. So that is everybody gets a hidden objective card that you're trying to complete. And they're varying in difficulty. And some of it is just like hard to do. Some of it might be easy depending on how the boat comes out. Mm-hmm. There are... you are going to have 5 of these special assistants out at any time, and there will be 3 that are unused. So that will give you a little bit of variety. You just randomly place them there, place them out. And another thing you can do is because if a worker goes to a location, they kind of block the spot. But I could give Bob a yen to move him out of the way, and then I can go to his spot and now eat at that sushi.
Mm-hmm. I'll pay you for your seat.
That's right. And that's really basically how the game plays. There's a few more details here and there, but I mean, it's pretty short and sweet.
And you want those runs because you will score a point for every run of the same color -1.
Uh-huh.
Additionally, every different sushi that you collect will incrementally give you more points. If you collect 1 of each, you get 9 points at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. And whoever has the most Sushi Boat cards purchased at the end of the game will tie for some victory points as well.
Purchased and used. Yes.
And wasabi is a point.
And wasabi's are each a point. Yep. I mean, this game is very straightforward. Yep. I really appreciated how easy it was to learn and teach. Mm-hmm. Let's get into our thoughts on the game, guys. Bobby.
Yeah.
You like sushi.
I do.
What did you think?
The first thing, obviously, was that board. I noticed it. I was super impressed by it. You started putting those pieces on there, and then you started pushing them, and they started like going around the conveyor, and I was like, okay, that's super cool. Especially because like sushi on a conveyor, it's like the new big thing now.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you can just go to restaurants and it's just kind of going by, and you're like, I'll take that. So I thought that was super neat. They have the worker placement spots in there, or places that you could sit to pick the food up. I thought that was cool. And the reds and greens, not too terrible to tell apart.
I got nervous at first.
Yeah.
But then you seemed like you had it down pretty good.
It's like the red is, I guess, orangey enough, and the green is limey enough to where they're different.
Cool.
Yeah, so like when they're all piled up, it kind of looks like there might be like just like a red one with like a shadow on it. But as soon as I turn it and let the light hit it, I can tell that it's different.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So not an issue with that.
Spencer.
Yeah. I like sushi too.
Oh, well.
First, I really like that this is such a robust thing. This is how it comes. This is not a deluxe edition.
Right.
It's this nice, thick, dual layer wood, triple layered wood board thing.
Yeah.
These cubes,
Chonky.
I expect them to be gummies. I mean, they look like gummies, and they're not. They're
not.
supposed to be wasabi.
We've had
but
to,
I mean, my
we've
God.
had to stop Spencer from eating them multiple times during
I also,
Not
I mean,
gummy.
the theme in this game is so strong. I mean, when you go to one of those conveyor belt sushi places, your sushi comes on a different colored dish depending on the price of it. And when you turn in your dishes at the end, that's how they charge you. I love that that's how you get points. And all of these, the art on these, fantastic.
Easy to
And
tell
I mean, they
apart.
look good. Yeah, easy to tell apart. And they're all real sushi. And I mean, there's so much good theme in here. And the Neckos are cute.
Yeah, totally cute.
I really like this game. I think my kids will have a fun time playing it. Yeah, and there's actually quite a bit of replayability as well.
Yeah, agreed. Mike.
We're getting away from the start of the show here, which is the sushi, guys. The sushi is very well drawn. I like the way it looks, and I like how these plates easily stack together.
Without sticking together.
There is just no question about whether these things are going to stack when you just plop it on there. It's so fulfilling to actually even just stack them up. That's how much I like these sushi plates.
Yeah, they told me it took them a while to figure out how to design these things so that they would stack, but you'd still be able to see the color really clearly.
Yeah, so the art and the color on those is really good. Yeah, this board is fantastic. And for the record, there's 4 layers together here to
Bob's
create
head's
this.
gonna explode.
Because the second one, this has to go up higher
higher
because
so they can slide
the
underneath.
plates are a little bit higher than the board, so it
Yes.
raises up a little higher. No, this is a really good, easy family game. And there's some good interaction with some of these cards that come out and the take that can happen where you're swapping stuff or you're taking things out of the trash. Yeah, this is a
yummy.
great presentation and a very fun light game.
This, yeah. I don't like sushi. I do not like
Shocker.
sushi. I don't like seafood. I don't like sushi. I'm a picky eater.
Uncultured.
He would order his well done.
I would. No, I wouldn't even order it because I don't
true.
like fish.
Yeah. You can
This
get it without
game's
fish.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This game's fantastic. The presentation of it is incredible. The theme shines. There's no other game that could just have this mechanic work the way that it does without, you know what I mean? Like the theme is so baked into this, or rawly thrown in and rolled in with
Rolled into this.
rice and the
Yeah.
other fish. But the artwork's fantastic. The production value is just top notch.
Yeah. These player aids are
The
great.
player aids are great.
And they're huge.
They're
Huge.
huge,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah.
like literally, we barely needed the rule book.
Right.
I mean, I played it a few
Some
times
clarifications.
before bringing it to the table, but we barely needed the rule book once we got in with the teach.
Yep.
And it's all very straightforward. It's very intuitive. It works the way you think it should.
And the rulebook has frequently asked questions on the back. It goes a breakdown of all of the unusual cards.
Right.
It's very well organized. I mean,
It is very well organized.
I really like the book. It's well done.
I have zero complaints about this game. I think they just did a great job with it. It is fast. It does not overstay its welcome. Sometimes it is going to be hard to get the plates of sushi
Oh, yeah.
that
It
you
can be
want.
tight.
You really want.
But
Yeah.
that's what's satisfying about it.
Right.
If it's obvious that somebody's running for something, you can try to take some stuff, but you're gonna have to be careful because you still need to try to get your
own game, too.
Your own game too. And I really enjoyed this. I was very impressed that this is not like a deluxe edition, this and that. Because you could have told me this was a deluxe edition, and I'd be like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
But no, this
is
is right,
standard fare.
right out of the box.
Yeah.
To be clear, Japanime Games gave us this copy for review. They asked us. This was a game they're trying to get some eyeballs on. And I was like, sure. I don't like sushi, but I'll play anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, for me, is a testament to somebody that does not like sushi, how much fun I had playing with
playing the
this
game.
and how much I appreciated the theme
Right.
for, something that I normally wouldn't care about. So for me, that was just like sort of like a whoa, all right. And this is a great family weight game but all of us hardcore gamers sat down and we're playing this game and we're trying to max out our strategies and everything. It still went fast. And I think I think we also had a really good time doing it. But anyways, that's what I got for it.
And I'm trying to sit there and memorize the ones as I go through, so I know which
Yeah,
ones are the
you
wasabi
Yeah, he
ones.
nailed
I managed
every
it.
single one of those wasabi cards.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm
crazy.
was a
trying to
challenge.
memorize them. You did memorize them, every one of them.
Do or do not.
All right, guys, let's give this a score. Mike, how does our scoring system work, sir?
We all scored individually. We add them together.
Uh-huh.
We divide by 4.
Uh-huh.
That gives us an average.
Uh-huh.
That's our rundown score.
Yay.
We'll put that
Ooh.
score
Is that a
on
poem?
Discord, BGG, or anywhere you'd like to know our score. But if you think Tim has a better opinion than Bob, then you can hear his score individually.
You obviously don't have. I don't know.
Okay. Next
Obviously,
time,
nobody's going to think that.
next
No,
time I gotta
honestly.
do it in haiku form.
Oh, geez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
I'll work on that.
All right, Bobby,
Yes.
what are you giving Sushi Boat?
I really enjoyed it. I wish it was a little bit longer, honestly. Like, I'd like to see like more cards in there, to, so I could get more points. You know, 'cause you get into the game with like 20 points, and like I want 30 or 50 points.
Right.
But I enjoyed it. It's an 8 for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spencer?
I think the way they did this theme pushed it over to an 8.5 for me. I mean, it was so well done.
Mr.
Them
Mike.
bits.
I'd be, contrary to Bob's point, I think if you had too many cards, this game would be a little bit too long for what it is. I think it's a good game, and the set collection is interesting. I'm trying to fight whether I want to diversify my sushi portfolio
Right.
or get more of a run.
to
So
the
that
menu.
set collecting and the take that feels good, but I think it would run a little long with more cards. I like this, though. It's an 8 for me.
Yeah, I think I'm just so impressed with the way the theme works and how accessible this game is. I think it's an 8.5 for me. Yeah,
That's a pretty good score.
that is a pretty good score.
So if we take all of our scores and we average them together, 8.3.
Wow,
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we all played the same game. We all had a
Yeah.
great time with it.
Yeah.
This came out of the blue for me.
Yeah.
Like, I just saw this at Gen Con, and so it came into it cold, raw.
Raw. Of the sushi games I've played, it's probably my favorite sushi game.
Oh, so like sushi roll.
Sushi Go.
Sushi Go.
I would agree with that. There's been
Yeah.
a few of them that have come out recently, even. Steam Up, for example.
Oh, sure.
In my opinion, this game blows that out of the water.
Nice. Again, though, the way this conveyor belt mechanic
That
works.
conveyor belt was super cool. As I saw you populating it and they're sliding, and all of a sudden they disappear and they come out the other side. I'm like, no way.
It's just like it went to the kitchen and it did the
There's
thing.
Super
a-
cool.
I seeded the board very
That way.
specifically for that effect because to really appreciate like how that works, it'd be one thing if I was like, well, lay out some here, just slide these in real quick and then put two more in. Like, no. You want to have that whole thing, and there's even that slight curve gives it
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Like,
feel,
it's just
flow
so well
to it.
designed.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And then you get the arrows, so it's clear which way they go in. And then once that
Right.
piece is there, it's trash.
Yeah, I love it.
Mike,
I love it.
Mike.
And I love
Can't
that.
help
I
himself.
just want to see how many times Tim will keep collecting.
You got a I Love Lucy situation going on.
Yeah.
This game was awesome. I'm really glad that Japanime Games gave this to us to review. I was very impressed.
In the box.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, really?
yeah, that's like a little
trays,
like a
too?
little China.
I
Yeah, it's
like
like
the
legit
chopstick
porcelain
box
kinda-
too. That's where all the piddly bits go.
It
Yeah.
seems
chopstick
like a deluxe edition of the
It
game.
does.
That is so
it really
nice.
does.
It's really
Yeah.
well made.
It's fantastic. So, anyways, guys, Sushi Boat, strong recommend from all of us.
Yeah.
Really good, very accessible, and a ton of fun to boot. Looks great on your table.
To
All
boat, you
things
mean?
that I really like. Oh, to boat.
Sorry, I
Can somebody
derailed
cut
him.
the blowfish wrong and I can just eat it now and die?
Yeah, I
Thank
got
you. Thank you. All right, guys. For the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Spencer.
I was well done, Sushi.
Woo. We'll see you next time.
Yuck.